1 year after President Obama ordered a troop buildup to dismantle the Taliban network, the U.S. still struggles to manage a clear advantage. U.S. officials say while NATO efforts have made some progress against the Taliban in the south, the Taliban have intensified the battle in other areas. A year-long Afghanistan review is due this week.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be anything particularly new coming out of the review. Progress has occurred in Afghanistan. It sounds like the assessment will be that the progress has been mixed, that we're making gains, that it's still too early to tell, though.
Meanwhile, attacks have taken their toll on Allied forces. According to iCasualties.com, 2010 has been the deadliest year since the invasion of Afghanistan began back in 2001. The rise of the death toll and the length of the conflict has turned Americans against the war in Afghanistan.
People are dying. It's pretty sad when we teach our children to get along in a sandbox, and they're children. And we say, why can't you get along? And we're adults.
I think we need to, do as much as we can to fight terrorism there, but it seems like we're spending a lot of money that we could be using here at home and on other bigger priorities.
And Americans aren't the only ones with a growing distaste for the war. According to recent polls, more than half of all Afghans, 55%, want U.S.-led troops out of their country. Experts say there's been extreme difficulty in trying to win over the hearts and minds of Afghans. An expert on U.S. military policy in Afghanistan, Carl Forsberg, says polls can be fickle, and a commitment from the U.S. could reverse the present trend.
So in Kandahar and Helmand, that requires showing a long-term commitment to security. It requires that we actually stay, protect the population against the Taliban, that we don't simply go in and then pull out after a few months. And that's integral part of the current strategy.
The United States is shelling out $120 billion a year to fund the Afghanistan war. Many on Capitol Hill have argued the costs are unsustainable. General David Petraeus, the commander of U.S. and U.S.-led forces in Afghanistan, has called for patience, saying that 40,000 U.S. troops, including U.S.-led forces, have only fully assembled about 4 months ago. But for many Americans and Afghans, the time for withdrawal is now. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.